I was a little shocked. You called me a snake in the group. I think that you are unhappy.
I get that that's your truth. I get that.
Look at Lars and Jennifer.
I want to tell you that what I felt you did was exposed a secret that really, as my husband and I being a couple, all we wanted to do was protect our children from that. Margaret, I never dealt with.
Guys, welcome back to our show or our channel called Reality TV Life Lessons, where we bring you spicy life lessons to you. So guys, I am going to now start now with our part 3 from our episode 1. And those that did not watch part 1 or part 2, please go to our channel and go see what part 1 and part 2 is all about. Because part 3 is a continuation and there's a storyline behind this whole episode. And you need to actually watch it so that I can actually give you the bonus one at the end. And this is an ongoing thing about what happened in the first part. And now we're going to go to the third part. And at the end of the day, you're going to see where the story actually ends. Or should I say, where it began. So, for those that have not watched those shows, please go watch part 1 and part 2. And you are going to see, and you're going to see at the end what is the message or the lesson I'm trying to bring to you, and where it actually started, or should I say why it actually started, why all these things that's being exposed, why it actually started, and is it right or is it wrong? So guys, this one is going to be with Margaret and Jennifer. And if you did not subscribe, please hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to like, and don't forget to share, and don't forget to comment. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell. Guys, these are going to be spicy life lessons coming from reality TV, influencers, you name it. And you don't want to miss out. So, without further ado, let's continue. Let's see what part 3 is all about. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get into it. So, here we go. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this, guys. Let's get it started. Are we ready? Are we ready?
He's spending his life making up for...
Before I continue, this part is actually now the altercation, or should I say, it is an altercation between Margaret and Jennifer. And you'll see who's the common denominator here, right? But let's continue so that you can get the juicy parts.
Mistakes he's made in the past. That's what I think.
He's not? Okay,
Yes.
you know what? You're just jealous.
You're not being honest.
How do you know about my honesty?
Jennifer, we all know. Are you guys okay? Yeah.
No, she keeps saying I'm not being honest. And I don't know what I'm not being honest
I'm not
about.
going to do it here.
She's mad that I called her a snake. Everyone's got
And you'll see why everybody's calling her a snake. Because you need to watch. Let's continue. I'm not going to disturb this.
skeletons in their
But you talk
closet.
about everybody else's, but
I
never
don't
your
talk about
own.
anybody else.
You attacked me from the beginning. You chastised me.
Because
You
you are so
chastised me.
vocal about it.
Because it's so shameful, right? You're not honest.
I'm being honest.
You're not.
You can
Guys, listen to the next part very carefully.
take it how honest I am.
You always say Bill's the best. Listen, he had an affair.
jealous.
Everybody knows. And that's why he left
Wow.
his children. I found out pretty.
Did you hear that? She actually told Jennifer. Jennifer's husband had an affair. And you're going to see when this actually happened. This was not a recent affair. But wait, watch. Hold on. Watch on now.
Much 10 days before I had Christian. So, I was going through the process of letting it sink in while having to have a baby and wanting my baby to have all of the blessings that a normal child. Thank you.
Did you hear that? She found out about her husband's affair 10 days before she actually gave birth. And all she wanted was her baby to have the blessings like all the others. But listen further, because this is just getting more juicier. The next part is now where she actually calls Margaret to actually understand why she actually did what she did.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
This is for you.
Hi, can I just get black coffee, please? Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, I want to tell you that what I felt you did was exposed a secret that really, as my husband and I being a couple, all we wanted to do was protect our children from harm.
Margaret, I never dealt with it.
And she's correct. Because, when it's not only the couple that's involved, there's kids involved, guys. There is kids involved. But listen.
I never faced it. It was easier for me to avoid it. And, you keep saying, like, I didn't hurt you. You did hurt me.
No, I'm not saying I didn't hurt you.
Okay,
I'm not saying you're not hurt.
I'm hurt. Devastated.
Listen, Jennifer.
Oh, she is so broken. She is so broken. And what woman won't be broken? Because now it's all out there.
I don't listen. I feel bad that you're. I feel bad. Listen. I feel bad you're devastated. That's a fact. I am kicked in the gut, Marge. I do not want to kick you in the gut.
That's how I felt.
Then why, if she did not mean it, why did she bring it up? Sometimes you have to question people's intentions, right?
Listen, I don't want to hurt you like this. I can't imagine what it was like going through it by yourself.
You already hurt
It's
her.
horrible that you didn't feel that you could tell your parents, your sister. If I thought you buried this and never spoke about it with anybody in your family, do you think I would have ever said that? I thought that you were going to be like, blow this off. I thought you were going to be like, just the way you said to your mother, who cares what our culture thinks?
Honestly, I'm old school.
And if you heard there, she never even told her parents, his parents, her best friend. And Margaret comes and she expose a secret that was hidden for 10 years, guys. Something's amiss here.
Don't care about what people think. Everyone's a critic.
I thought that's the
All the friends I can get.
You got it. Don't worry about it. In 1,000%.
For real.
No, for real.
For real.
No, I know. My intention was not to open up Pandora's box.
Then what was her intention? If you never had intention, why bring up a topic and expose it on national TV for the whole world to see it?
I do feel very badly. She's so heartbroken. If I thought this was going to cut you to the core, I would have never said it. I do feel responsible to try and help her feel better. You know what? You don't deserve it. It really wasn't my intention.
Always about intention, right? But we'll see. You need to keep on watching. I've got something special for you guys. And it will all be given to you in our bonus feature.
Listen, you didn't do this to me. You brought it out, and at the end of the day, you shouldn't have done it. And I take responsibility for my part in this all.
As long, of course you're working through it. You're not going to let this stupid shit break up your marriage.
She's not going to let this break up her marriage. They tried to work on their marriage for 10 years, guys. And somebody else brings it up. It's trigger warnings.
You don't think I think about it? Like, why did he cheat in the first place?
Did you have any idea that Margaret knew about this or how she found out?
No, I had no idea. That I thought nobody would ever find out. Because as you will see in the
You're going to see in my verdict what I'm actually going to divulge to you guys.
season, I never told anybody.
like nobody. Like nobody knew. My mother, my sister, my best friend, my cousin. Like when I say I was taking it to the grave, like I kept that secret inside, and it was very hard for me to do, and I was able to do it for the greater good of my family. Not because I wasn't being honest, because, you know, it wasn't just a secret that was going to affect me, you know? So I don't know.
And she's right. It's not just a secret that's going to affect her. It's a secret that's affecting her kids, her in-laws, her parents, her friends, the closest people closest to them.
How she found that out. When she kept saying skeletons over and over again, I did get an inkling that that could be it was.
Can I just ask one more question? Just how are you preparing the kids for this?
The kids already know.
And you'll find out how the kids actually found out. And this is the sad part, guys.
We have, yes. Okay. We had an internet blogger leak something through while we were filming. And it forced me to, my daughter saw it on a TikTok.
A TikTok. Did you hear that? Her daughter saw it on a TikTok.
On a TikTok. And said, Mommy, I commented and I told them that that's not true. And I had to make her take down her comment. And then I had to tell her that it was true. But I told her that, listen, you guys are going to see.
Do you see that, guys? Her daughter saw that on a TikTok. So, my verdict, next. So stay tuned, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to keep on seeing the juice and the spice of the spicy lessons. Coming up next. Guys, so now we've seen our part 3 scene, which I actually wanted to bring to you. And I wanted to show you the common denominator where the storyline is actually going. But you're going to find out the truth why this common denominator actually did what she did. So you need to keep on watching. This is my theory and my life lesson that I want to bring to you. But based on this scene now that we've seen, and I hope you guys actually is enjoying what I'm actually bringing to you. And those, like I always say, that have not watched Real Housewives of New Jersey, please go watch it. It's drama spicy. But what I want to bring to you is the life lessons behind all this reality TV shows. Like I said, guys, these are real people. Yes, some people say it's scripted, but I don't think so. Not when it affects people's lives like it's affecting now. But the topic of today is, if you have not watched let me just check now, part 1 of the series, Mind Your Business. It's actually bringing that right into it. Okay? Even part 2. And then it continues. Now she's attacking Jennifer. The story here is Jennifer's husband, Bill Aydin, had an affair with one of the pharmaceutical reps or one of the people in the medical field, because he's actually a plastic surgeon. This affair happened 10 years ago, guys. 10 years ago. And as you can see, she found out about this affair 10 days before she actually gave birth to her son, which is now 11 years old. So you must say about basically nearly 11 years ago. And the reason why she did not want to expose it to her family, to his family, to the kids, she's basically giving birth, and she wanted to give that privilege of her unborn child the same privileges that her other children also had. And was it wrong of her? No. You know, because we all know once people get involved in your marriage problems, especially if you're married, guys, and things like this happen with a situation like that, there's always anger and resentment. But the bottom line is there's other kids involved. But who gave Margaret the right to actually expose her? Only Margaret knows why she does such devious, or why she used such devious tactics. Guys, in this world, we find people that keep receipts about other people's problems or secrets or whatever they have hidden in their closet. Like Jennifer says, everybody's got skeletons in their closet. But who gave Margaret the right to bring that skeletons out of the closet? It's not her business. And at the end of the day, there is kids involved here, guys. You know, sometimes I wonder, people like that, do they actually do it purposely to hurt other people's families? Do they actually think before they actually do these things? You can hurt the person, but when it comes to the kids, I think that's below the belt. And that's what's happening in this world. People don't care anymore whether they hurt your family, whether they hurt your kids, whether there's kids involved, because the bottom line to me is there's kids. I'm not worried about Jennifer and I'm not worried about Bill. They're adults. They were trying to work on their relationship. But Margaret, I think, leaked it out to the vloggers and the journalists or whoever. And then obviously it was exposed everywhere because these people are on national TV. So people love gossip, especially with these reality and influencers. People love gossip. They love a storyline. Their lives revolve around these gossiping, not realizing what's happening in their lives. And you're going to see why this thing is actually, I don't want to divulge too much, but you're going to see in my bonus feature, and that is why you need to watch this channel. You need to see where the storyline is going. But the story and the lesson for today is to hurt the next person. No matter, I'm not saying Jennifer is right. I'm not saying she is wrong. I'm not condoning any of the actions because there is faults in everybody's things, but it does not give you a right to go to dig that deep to expose a secret that happened 10 years ago. This couple was trying to work on their marriage, and anything that is not, cheating is not something that is likely whether you in a relationship or whether you're in a marriage. In a marriage it's even worse, especially where there's kids and there's other people involved. Guys, why is people so involved in other people's lives? Why is people so, they're so vindictive nowadays? The world is getting crazy. So please, guys, the next time you have receipts on other people, go speak to that person yourself, but don't blast it out for the whole world to actually hear, because you know what? It's none of your business. You're not in their marriage. You're not in their relationship. Don't go gossip or go talk about it on social media and whatever if you don't know the truth, if you don't know what is actually happening in their marriage. Margaret does not even know how Bill and Jennifer was actually working on their marriage. And that is what's happening. People want to get involved in other people's relationships, but they're not looking at their own relationships and their own mistakes. One more time, again. Mind your own business. That was really a low blow for her daughter to find it out on a TikTok. No, guys. No, guys. Before you put anything out there on social media or on TikToks, on Instagram, please, before you press that submit button, just think about the circumstances, think about the altercations, think about the ripple effect of how it's going to affect especially children. Before you even pass information that's a rumor, that might be a rumor, even if it's not a rumor and it's a fact, just be careful. Be careful who you talk to, be careful what you publish out there. Take other people's lives into consideration. Take other people's feelings into consideration. And I don't call Margaret a friend. A friend won't do that. A friend will not damage another person's family, especially children. That is where my heart is actually sinking. The kids. It's all about the kids. Guys, if you got grievances with each other, don't do something that can damage a kid's life forever. How must her daughter feel living with the fact, yes, she is young, but she's going to always have that as a bad memory. It might even change her outlook on how she looks at her dad or at her mum as she grows older. It has damaging effects on the children, guys. It has damaging effect on adults as well. Don't go damage another person's life because you are bitter, you are angry. And you'll see why she's actually angry. She can't be angry because she brought out her own mess. And she spoke her own mess out on national TV. But now, sometimes people is actually wrong by attacking you because you were honest about your own mess. And that is why I say, guys, like my granny always said, it must only be between the people that was involved. But if people was not involved, like Jennifer said, take it to the grave. Go speak to a therapist about it. Go speak to a pastor about it. But sometimes, you know what, you can't even say you've got a best friend anymore. You can't even say you have somebody that has your back because people like that abuses that. And that is what's making our life difficult to trust people with secrets, with information. Because as soon if there is a clash between friends or family, they use those receipts to get back at you. Revenge. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Guys, that's not how God wants us to live. I think this world needs healing. And I think we need to go back to our principles, morals, and ethics. We need to go back to our principles, morals, and ethics. And we need to actually understand how we can become better people out there. We need to become better people. We're raising the next generation, guys. We need to be an example for our next generation. Because this world has got too much chaos, too much hate, too much hurt. We need to heal. I am not going to go on explosion with this one. But what I'm really angered by is how she could actually involve the kids and how they actually found out. Guys, the lesson of today is, before we press that submit button to cause chaos, or to go on with gossip, or to go on about Did you hear about this or did you hear about that? You're not in their lives, guys. I want you to think before you send that message or before you speak about someone without knowing the facts. Rather go speak to the person self and say, I know about it. Before you blast it out on social media or on national TV, I want you to think about the consequences that can happen, whether you hate that person or not. But would you want that to happen to your life? I don't think so. Would you want any of your closest family or your friends or anybody that you care deeply for, do you want that to happen to them in their lives? I don't think so. Guys, we need to become better people out there. Yes, variety is a spice for life, but please think about the consequences. There's lots of things happening. And guys, that's where my storyline ends today. So I hope you can enjoy it. Please, one more time, let me grow my channel. For me to grow my channel to bring more of the spice for you, you need to subscribe. You need to help me grow. And don't forget to comment, guys. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share with your family and friends. So this is Dee. Check out our bonus feature coming up soon. Stay tuned. So, bye. Ciao for now. See you.
Started with me.
Okay, yeah. Oh, is that how it goes? You were slutty.
Oh, snap.
Why don't you be...